Y'all check it out. Close cut lawns. He won our giveaway for one of our gas cans. Check out that Dixon. My dad had a chain driven Dixon back in the 80s, but that one looks awesome. All right, boys, as you can see, we're in deep now. We got the deck off. Pretty easy to take the deck off. What I did was I just put a couple blocks of wood underneath the edge of the deck and then lower it all the way down, so it'll give you slack on the chains, and then you can undo it right here, so that way you don't change your deck pitch or anything. And then you have to reach in and take off this bolt and pull the pin. See, this is bent out a little. It's a great opportunity to kind of, I'll straighten that up when I put it back. Should be like that one, so it's tighter. So you got to take those out and pull the pins. And I was gonna unhook it right there, but you can't really without taking the wheels off, because that bolt has to come all the way out and it won't be able to. So I did it this way and pulled these pins right here, and it worked. It was a little bit of a pain. What I did is actually took the chains first, and then I popped a wheelie, put that block under there so it'll give me more room to access these pins. But I think what I should have done is drop the deck all the way down the ground and take these out first, because you'd have a little more access to take those out first and then pull it back up and then put it on the blocks and then take the chains off. And then of course just pop your belt off. Sorry I didn't film all that. I was filming another video and the battery died, and I wanted to start getting working on it, me and River. So, and he's kind of, you know, losing probably some of my tools, hopefully not, but he's playing with them. It's actually a saw blade that you probably should not play with. But anyway, yeah, this thing is a wheelie machine now. So I have these, you see I have the two hangers bungee just so they don't drag on the ground. But I'm about to remove this clutch. Y'all let me know if you know what torque spec that should be when I put it back up there, because I have no idea. But I'm gonna get my impact wrench and take this off. And this comes in really handy. It's a 1/2 inch, but then I got a piece to reduce it to a 3/8, and then I put my swivel thing, so then I could like reach way under there. Even though the wheel was right here, I could reach and, sorry, right here, I could reach and undo that, and of course undo these and stuff. I had to get my hand up in there and hold a wrench on the other side, but that impact wrench just makes life so much faster and easier. But anyway, I'm gonna drop that clutch. The only thing is I just don't know what the torque spec is when I go to put it back on. Oh yeah, and let me go ahead and show you what it sounds like right now, the problem that we're chasing. River, watch out, it's gonna be loud and it's gonna be hot, all right? I wanna show you what it sounds like so we can try to figure out this problem. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's kind of like a sound, like a, not just the engine running, but like an extra sound, like a bearing. It sounds like a bearing's going bad. So I hope when I drop the clutch that it sounds normal, and that would mean that it's not the bearing in the actual engine. But we don't know, we'll see. But this mower's been cutting great. I've been running it almost, I mean a lot, maybe like half my week, just really trying to get some hours on it to try to tell you guys what I think about stand-on mowers overall. Runs great, works great, everything engages great, it mows fine. It's just that noise, and I don't want to put extra strain on the engine, you know, running it like that. So I want to get that fixed. So here we are, we're gonna dive into it. All right, boys, so sorry about that. River just fell right here trying to climb up this thing, so I've brought him inside. I think he's doing okay though. I removed this bolt, and then I just kind of pulled on my clutch a little. Just kind of pulled on it, trying to get it off. Thought I was going to need a puller, but then it just fell off in my hand. So, yeah, no puller, nothing needed really. I thought I hit record, and I did not. So, the clutch is off. I don't know. But it's the moment of truth to crank it up. See if that noise is still there. I don't know, boys. I don't know. So, noise is still there, so clutch might be fine for now. I mean, I know it's probably old, but the noise is still there, so not the clutch. So it could be this bearing, you know, the engine bearing. Could be just even this pulley. So, or yeah, I think it's gonna be one of these two. So I'm going to get a little, I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna get a little WD-40. Just kind of spray it right there. I'll spray it here first. And then if the noise does not go away, spray it here. All right. And I wonder how this even comes off. There's a set screw over here. You could remove that pulley so it'd slide down. Anyway, I'm gonna go start it up and get my spray and do just like I told you. Some safety glasses too. So, I don't know, boys. Neither one of those, neither the bearing of the engine or that other pulley quieted it down. Put my straw on and try to get up and see if it's one of these hydro pumps bearings on the bottom. So, I'll work on that. I'll report back in a minute. Alright, boys, so had to think about it for a minute. What I decided I'm going to do is take the belt off. Take the belt off of, you know, that runs on this and the two hydro pumps, so it would just be the motor running, you know, once this belt is off, and then you can really see. But when I'm about to pull it off, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to. It's hard when I'm under here. But I mean, I can move this pulley like a ½ inch. So I wonder, man, it might just be the bearing on this pulley is totally shot to the point where it didn't even help, like when I'm spraying on it. That's a possibility. So I'm gonna take the belt off. Let's take this down and go from there. I'm gonna put like a something here and ratchet strap. That's how I put the decks on, the belts on for the deck too. Get a ratchet strap right here, wrap it around somewhere and cinch it. Pull this spring a little bit so you can easily get the belt off. So let's work on that. All right, boys, y'all see this? You just hook it right there, stretch out the spring a little bit. You can take the belt off with ease. So here's the real moment of truth, because the belt is off. Hopefully it still doesn't like touch that point, but it could. This whole thing could be just that pulley, which would be very cheap, which would be amazing. So let's see. Whoa! Well, boys, there you have it. So it could be one of those hydro pump bearings, but I really think it's this, because it's just hard to tell on camera. But I mean, like, you see that? Look how much I can move that, like a lot. It's hard to tell on camera, but it feels like it should not have that much slop. So I think I need to just take this down, loosen the ratchet strap now the belt's off, and then that spring will just fall off. And then take this out and order a new one of these and put that on, you know, and then go from there. So, because I think that's going to be the next steps. Just chewed through this metal piece pretty good, which is replaceable too. right here. But anyway, it's not our issue right now, but yeah, so I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna take this off and drop this and get a new pulley. Man, I gotta figure out how to get this all pushed and put back in my garage until that pulley gets here, because, oh yeah, it looks like a redneck out here, you know. But it could be just, that whole thing could be just because of that one pulley, which would be awesome. So I'll have to update you guys. When we get that new pulley, I'm gonna try to order it tonight. When we get it, put it in there, see what happens. And see, the bolt to that is probably right, ow, muffler's hot. It says it right there, the bolt's right there. It's hard to tell on camera, but I'll drop that. Might let it cool down for a minute. I'll drop that, put that new pulley on, start it up. I'm gonna pull all these mowers out, push this in the back of the garage, but I'll take that off first. Man, that's awesome. Thank you guys. Boys, check it out. Sorry, let me set you down here. That's the noise. You hear that? Thing shot. So we're gonna take this off. See if we have some part numbers, but even if not, look it up in the manual. But this is definitely part of it.